I gotta say, did we ever get ourselves a fantastic rookie class this year? The first rookie class in a minute, which has made me actually ponder who's going to win the Calder. We'll talk all that and more in today's video. Alright, so last year's Calder race was pretty obvious. Bedsy, first overall pick, named the best prospect in the league. Who would have thought it? But I feel like we haven't had a race this intense in a while, and I'm here for it. It honestly takes me back to 2015-2016, where it could have went to Connor McDavid, Artemi Panarin, or Shane Gostisbehere. What a season that was for the rookies. And if you're assuming it was McDavid, no, it was the bread man. I was cheering for McDavid that year. Brandon was actually on Team Ghost Bear though, but again, we were both wrong. It was the 24-year-old rookie, the bread boy. Glad he's on my team now. So, who are the main culprits this year? Well, we already tripped Bedsy for going first overall and winning it, so let's talk this year's first overall pick, Macklin Celebrini. And even though the Sharks are the worst team in the league, this man has given life and hope back to the franchise. He has been the real deal and is a certified stud right off the bat. He's got 21 goals and 53 points in just 59 games this season, while stepping up immediately into that 1C role. Look at San Jose's roster. He's number 2 for forwards in time on ice per game. To be doing that at 18 is just beyond impressive. Funny enough, I compared him just now to Bedsy as the first overall pick, making a hell of a run for the Calder, stepping immediately into that 1C role. But I mean, his season has also reminded me of McDavid's, where he missed some time with a broken clavicle. Davo finished his rookie campaign with 48 points in 45 games, barely playing just over half the season, and that's why it wasn't enough to win the Calder, though I think Macklin, with 11 games left in the season, gets him to around 64 games played. And if he keeps his almost point-to-game pace going, I think 60-ish points in 64 games will give him a shot. I think for forwards, he's also clearly the most impressive to watch. He plays with incredible confidence, and he's got a pretty fun teammate as well in fellow rookie Will Smith. Smitty's been having a good rookie season in his own right, of course. He won't finish in top 3 in Calder voting, however, just because of the strength of the 2 other players we will be talking about, but he's been more than solid, often playing wing on that top line with Celebrini and either William Eklund or the ageless wonder Tyler Toffoli. Wow, Tyler Toffoli, I just looked it up, is younger than me. That's incredibly troubling. Either way, the future of the Sharks is in very good hands or Finns. But before we go north of the border to look at 2 of the best defenders in this year's rookie class, we need to go to Philadelphia, where, of course, Matvei Michkov is the latest Russian goal scorer to light up the NHL. I have a feeling we'll be saying the same thing about Demidov whenever he comes over, hopefully next year, but Michkov has lived up to the hype, and he's got the most goals of any rookie this year with 22, going along with 32 apples for 54 points in 72 games. There's been a lot of talk about Michkov and Tortorella. Obviously, Torts is gone now. Michkov seemed to celebrate by scoring 2 goals, including 1 on his first shot in his first game Torts-less. But I also get the feeling he's been a bit wore down by this NHL season. He started off hot, slowed down around December, hitting that rookie wall. You know, he comes from the KHL. They play 68 game-long seasons, and even though he's played 3 years over there, the most he played in any given year was 47 games. So adapting to the wear and tear at the highest level of hockey is very understandable. Last year, we saw the Ducks really carefully manage Leo Carlsson's games played. They'd sit him even if he was playing well for that very reason. I kind of wonder whether that's something we see, especially with the rare 18, 19, 20-year-old rookies who are playing entire seasons up in the NHL. Back to Torts, though, he wanted more defense and more of an all-around game from Matvei, while Michkov seemingly just wanted to score. Fair enough, that's the Patrick Laine special, but coming in as a rookie and bumping heads with your coach makes for a tough year when you still need to acclimate to your body, but keep an eye on him for his last 10 games. It could be interesting. He's been good scoring 5-on-5 in the back half of the year, but I don't think it will be enough for him to win the Calder. Next, we're heading up north to take a look at a couple of bad boys. First, in La Belle Province, Habs fans, this one's for you. Lane Hutson has been a revelation for Montreal this year, and it's who I've got taking home the hardware. Not only is he leading the way when it comes to rookie scoring, with 56 points. 56 points as a rookie defenseman. That puts him 10th all-time at rookie scoring for defensemen. And to put that in perspective, a few years ago, Quinn Hughes had 53. Mo Seider and Makar both had 50. The dude is having an all-time rookie season and still has 11 games left to move up on that all-time list. If he can get to 60, he'll be at a 4-way tie with Nick Lidstrom and a couple other of the fellas. And it's, of course, elite company the rest of the way after that. You've got Chelios, 64, Bork, 65, Phil Housley, Brian Leach, Larry Murphy leading the list at 76. I know Habs fans are already in love with this fella. They've been telling me since I started this channel, but I really don't think the rest of the league quite understands how good historically he's been. I mentioned he was my choice for Rookie of the Year a few videos ago. A lot of people were asking about Celebrini. I stand by it. Just watch him play. He's also been the driving force on the back end for the Habs. Dude logs 22.5 minutes a night as a rookie, and he's the reason why the Habs are at least contending for a wildcard spot. That being said, right now they can't buy a point. They've taken 5 losses straight since that big win against the Senators. But if they do make it, it will be because of him, and I think that's the distinguishing factor when it comes to choosing the Calder. It has been a real shame to see the Habs completely fall apart, though, especially with how excited Habs Nation was getting. But it's possible the Habs have found their own Quinn Hughes. Could the ceiling be higher? That would be pretty wild. Now, onto the last fella that I think has a chance, although I do believe Hudson has it out of reach. We have to talk about Dustin Wolf. This dude's another certified stud all the way out west in Cowtown. I love seeing a young goalie stand out. Definitely the hardest position in the game to master as a young player, and he looks great for the Flames, and they've potentially found their goaltender for the foreseeable future. This is technically his 3rd season, but he's never hit that 10-game rookie cap, but he's rocking a 2.67 GAA, plus a save percentage of 9.09 with a record of 24, 15, and 5 in 44 games with 3 shutouts and 3 assists. Those are solid numbers. That's why I think he's the runner-up behind Lane Hudson. You can make the exact same argument that Calgary without Dustin Wolf, just like Montreal, is not contending for a playoff spot. Listen, if he goes on a Hamburglar-like run to end the season, anything can happen, but it's going to be hard to look past Hudson's just historically impressive numbers. But honestly, I could be swayed. I fully could be swayed for Dustin Wolf. He's just a really exciting goaltender. But those are my rankings for top rookies. There have been so many good ones, though. You love to see it. Some honorable mentions include Logan Stankoven, not technically a rookie because he did play 24 games last year, but he's been impressive. Also, Jackson Blake on the Hurricanes, and yes, if you want to feel old, he is the son of Jason Blake. Also, Zach Bolduc of the Blues. I'm very familiar with him, having watched a ton of his play in the QMJHL. He was a part of that Quebec Ramparts team, which beat the Mooseheads on the way to getting in and then winning the Memorial Cup. Also, Sam Iskevich for the Panthers, and I didn't even touch on local Moosehead dirtbag Zach Leroux and the Predators. But what do you think? Am I overselling Hudson, or is he winning the Calder? And am I insane for saying he could potentially be better than even Quinn Hughes? Maybe. That's pushing it. Let us know your thoughts down below. If you enjoyed today's video, please drop a like, and if you want more content, there's a new basketball, football, and hockey video on screen right now. I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.